Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Bears going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on over to Houston as we're proud to introduce our new broadcast team for 2016, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Good luck, fellas.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. The lone setback is Langford. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now the new lead here back in Chicago. This is Jeremy Langford. Jeremy Langford, 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, 73 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Osweiler. Underneath for Miller. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss the field.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
On 2nd down, Cutler. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Miller. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jeremy Langford with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Now Osweiler on second down. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And for Brock Osweiler, the quarterback, of course, he arrived from Denver in the offseason. His first touchdown pass in a Houston Texan uniform.
And to me, that's the payoff for him becoming fully immersed with Houston as soon as he signed the contract. Couldn't wait to get the playbook, couldn't wait to get started. In fact, he turned down a White House visit with his old Denver teammates to pick up their Super Bowl rings to stay with Houston in the offseason and work with his receivers. I love what he's doing.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Langford. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So Langford the carry there, 4th-round pick last year with Forte vacating to New York. A lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities in Chicago. If he can emerge and eat up carries, I think he'll produce in a big way.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Cutler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And incomplete. The tight end, Tony Moiaki, the intended target. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, as a former DB, I never want to do anything to take away credit from a good play, and we just saw one there, able to force an incompletion by knocking the pass away. But if you're a DB in Houston, you love what you're getting up front because it makes you that much better. The defensive pressure that they get on quarterbacks, where they're often running for their life, or they have to throw it faster than they want to, or their sight lines aren't very good, that helps you become a better cover guy. And I think the Houston Texans defensive backs take advantage of that.
He'll field this at the 5. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans take possession. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
3-19.
On second down, here's Osweiler. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Another pistol look here.
Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
Now Osweiler on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go.
They'll toss it to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
12 yards to go on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Detroit. Leopard.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
In second place, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K.J. Dillon, the rookie. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Setting up the screen for Miller. They got 29 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown as a Houston Texan. And the Texans are in for 6.
Let's go! 3-19!
Osweiler's going to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now it's Langford. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
10 yards still left on second down. On second down, Cutler. They go screenplay to Langford. Room here to run. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From the red zone now. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Leopard. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Detroit. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Wide open receiver, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Set. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Bears are going to get a first. A good-looking run there by Jeremy Langford.
And what I've always liked about him has been not just his versatility, but his perseverance. I think he's one of those backs that gets better as the game goes on and he gets increased carries. Does have some good toughness running inside. I remember when he was at Michigan State, at one point I did a game of his. He was listed as third-team left corner, played cornerback, receiver, and running back for the Spartans.
Won a couple of Big Ten titles there as well. From midfield now, here's Cutler. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Cutler will throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The lone setback is Langford, and they'll give it to him here. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's brought down. After the penalty, it's Langford. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Throwing here, Cutler. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Cutler. Man open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey from 10 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Penalty marker is down here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. It's Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Jeremy Langford, the one he was looking to get it to. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Here's Cutler to throw. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. On 3rd down, Cutler. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Miller, the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now it's Osweiler. He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd down, Miller. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Osweiler on second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again, Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go now.
Throwing again, Osweiler. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
On third down, Osweiler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The lone setback is Langford. He's going to get the football. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now it's Cutler, and he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now, no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch it now, Barney.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Osweiler on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And his throw here's incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler looking for the end zone. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Cutler on 1st down. He completes it right side to White. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, in there to drop him with his 1st sack of 2016. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Over!
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Set. Green, 30. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On 2nd down, Cutler looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. It's caught by Royal. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 10. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
On first down, Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Over. Let's go. Green, 30. That's in there, Barney. Leopard.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Boykin. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
He can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Pernell McPhee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Osweiler on second down. And he's got his man in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had the pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first and 10, it's Osweiler. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again on 2nd and 10 now, it's Osweiler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Braxton Miller making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go screen play to Langford. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cutler now off the bootleg. He finds his target, Royal. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From midfield now, here's Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Cutler on first down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down Bears. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. The lone setback is Langford. Now it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Third down at 8 now. On third down, Cutler. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes the Texans now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's got him in, complete. A pickup there of 36. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And on the left side, Fedorowicz has it. They get 31 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Cutler. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Cutler to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Week 1 loss, but it's just week 1. Moving forward, how do they regroup?
Well, the coaching staff's going to go over all the game film. They'll grade everyone. And the key for them, no panic. It's one game, clean up what didn't work well, and move on in advance.
So for the Texans, they begin the Brock Osweiler era with a victory. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.